All right, love can make people do some funny things, and as you'll see, first loves can really, really mess you up. But first, Kirsten says she believes all men cheat, and she has to snoop to protect her nest. She's even hacked into her boyfriend's computer. Her boyfriend, Chris, says he wants her behavior to stop.
She's a tramp.
If you say so. When Kirsten hacked into my email account, she found old photos of a female friend. Somebody just got a boob job. She wanted somebody to see it. You know what? People are proud of stuff like that.
Oh, that's hot.
This is someone I didn't have any knowledge of, but she was topless, and underneath the picture it said, "I've got more special pics for you, XOXO, love," whatever her name was. To me, that's not a friend at all.
Once you told me to stop talking to her, I did. I wish that Kirsten would trust me. I don't give Kirsten reasons not to trust me.
He withholds information. He doesn't call it lying. It's withholding. But to me, that's all a lie. I mean, Martha Stewart went to jail for that. After going through his phone, I realized he had a lot of female friends that I was not aware of. That's when the snooping began. I went into Google and I was able to learn how to hack into his email account. I found that he's still active on Match.com, or at least his profile's still up, stating he is single.
The account, I never deleted it, but it was nothing like she perceived it to be as far as cheating.
I smacked him.
Yeah, she slapped me. She knocked my contact out. It was an eye-opener.
I would say most people say I'm going over the top. I say I'm not going to be anybody's fool. I'm not going to be played for a cheap circus chimp, and you throw a banana at me and I just clap. That's not the way it's going to be in this house.
She sent out a nasty email to everybody in my address.
I wrote all this pretending to be him. Hey everyone, I want you all to know how bad I messed up with the woman that I was living with, because all I do is lie and cheat. I'm addicted to this internet dating, and I stated, fellas, hook me up, enjoy Chris.
I'm worried about what level this is going to go to and where this could take me. I've gone through his cell phone, his messages, and his bank statements.
Kirsten needs to trust me and know that I wouldn't do anything to hurt her.
DrPhil, I feel like I'm getting a little bit obsessive. Can you help me?
A little bit obsessive. A little bit obsessive. You wrote an email to his entire address book saying I'm a no good, rotten cheater and I've screwed up. And you're still here, why? Seriously, Chris, why are you still in this relationship?
Because I love her.
You've hacked into his email. You sent everyone in his address book, including his chiropractor and his daughter's teacher.
That was just in the email address. When I emailed it, I didn't realize it was just right
Well,
there
when
at
you
the
get
time.
where you don't belong, innocent people get hurt. Yeah, that does happen. You're right. You've deleted all the numbers or changed numbers of women in his phone. You check his bank accounts. You call a restaurant to see who he came up with. You hid his dress clothes? What was that about?
He was going to win a tournament for softball, baseball.
Right.
And when you're doing that, dress the part. At least look like you're going to play a sport. And to me, wearing dress clothes and things like that didn't look like it. And you got to understand.
So you were choosing his wardrobe. So you didn't want him to go out to dinner after the game or something?
Yeah, he can go to dinner. I didn't have any problem with that.
But you wanted to wear a softball
If
uniform?
it's a bunch of men, why are they going to wear?
She wanted me to go to Burger King instead of a restaurant.
Okay, all right. We're going over the reasons you love her here. If you're not at home or you're on the internet, you just assume he's cheating, right?
No, I don't, not all the time. Not all the time. Not all the time.
Okay.
I felt I was deceived. You got to understand this. This goes back to little lies, which carried on to him being on the internet, still having profiles saying he's single. I had no knowledge of it. So when I find out, yeah, it's a bit of a surprise.
Yeah, like getting your contact knocked out of your eye. That's what I call a surprise. You hit him?
I don't feel proud about that at all.
Now, you've been married twice before, right?
Mm-hmm.
And you had both of those annulled?
I got out as soon as I could, yeah.
You got out as soon as you could. One of them was 6 days later.
Mm-hmm.
And then the second, you stayed in for 3 months.
Mm-hmm.
And then you got annulled out of that because of why?
He pretended to work for about 2 months, dressing up and going nowhere.
Okay, so your screening process wasn't good.
Absolutely.
Okay.
You are correct.
How you feel about this one?
Well, I came back. I left the house when I found all this information. So I did take myself out of the situation, but I came back because I felt he was worth it.
Why? I mean, didn't you say that you believe that all men are liars and cheats. It's just a matter of when.
I'm protecting myself. I don't know if they're all doing it, but for the majority, I find they've been doing that.
Boy, I have a hard time getting questions answered around here.
I'm protecting myself.
Did you say all men are liars and cheats?
I can't recall that, but maybe you have it on footage.
Oh, I do.
Okay, because I don't recall saying every one of them.
Even if you don't remember saying it, that's pretty much how you feel.
Well, I'm nobody's doormat, so yeah, I guess so. I'm not going to be walked on. This isn't Bill and Hillary. I can tell you that right now. This isn't an open, fun relationship. He can't cheat on me 8 times. I think he thinks I'm a fool for going back again, when I think he really did cheat. I think he thinks I'm a fool.
Did you cheat?
No, I didn't see it as cheating, no.
All right, Chris and Kirsten met online. Now, Kirsten moved in with him 2 months later, and her jealousy and anger have been out of control ever since. She agrees that she's that way, but she says it's because I am not going to be anybody's doormat. You are not looking at Hillary Clinton here. She wants to know if her relationship can be salvaged, should it be salvaged, or should she make this number 3 that she kicks out before she hardly gets started? Have you cheated on this woman?
No.
What did you do that she thinks is cheating?
We met on Match.com, and I met her when I was on vacation in Virginia, and I was only on Match.com for a month. And when I
Are we getting to the cheating part?
yeah, when I got back home, you know, we contact each other all the time, and I saw that, and I wasn't an active paying member at that time, but I did have a profile, and I checked to see if she was still on it, and she was, and then she moved back out, and then I found out that she still was on it, but she said she didn't know how to delete it
But there's a key point missing here, and that's I showed him and told him. I had no acknowledgement of what he was doing, and I told him everything. Everything was done and taken care of, and it was about 4 or 5 months before I even moved in with him, not 2. But
Okay, I'm missing it. Is the fact that he is a liar and a cheat that he didn't successfully delete his online account?
oh, and winking at people, getting emails from women, being on Messenger. I don't even know what that was at the time, but I do now. And all his friends are women. They all look like one particular type he likes. And it's funny, usually if you have friends, they're old, young, short, whatever.
Well, if you're a guy that goes on Match.com, generally the responses you get will be from women.
Yeah, it's for dating purposes. So why, if he has me at this point in time, is he still up there saying, here's my profile, I'm single?
Okay, were you...
I wasn't on Match.com to meet anybody.
Well, who was responding to the people
Nobody.
that were emailing?
I didn't wink at anybody. She says I did. I didn't. I didn't wink at anybody.
Okay, a wink is when you respond to somebody or you send a message of interest or something like that.
Yes, because I couldn't contact them with email or phone numbers because I wasn't a paying member. That's not what I was on there for.
What were you on there for?
I was checking to see if she was on it because I had seen that she was on it before when we were together, and then she moved out there, and I said, you know what, your profile's still up. And then she was getting all kinds of winks herself in her emails, and then yes, she did show me. But I had went on there in November.
Why didn't you take it down?
Why didn't I take it down?
Yeah, she showed you how to delete it. Why didn't you do it?
No, I knew how to delete it. I was on there checking to see if she was still on because I did see that she was on there. And I was going to delete it and hide it, or I was going to delete it.
Yeah, exactly. That's
you can
my
hide
point. So I'm not going nuts here.
You ever heard of Sigmund Freud?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's what they call a Freudian slip.
Yeah.
I mean, what are you saying here?
Well, because I know you can hide it. That's why I said that. You can hide your profile so that nobody sees it. That way she wouldn't see that I was on, looking to see if she was on. But she was doing the same thing to me. She was doing the same thing to me.
Okay, so is it safe to say that we don't have a relationship here that's grounded in trust?
Exactly. Exactly.
Because both of you are online checking to see if the other one's still online.
I hadn't been on. I hadn't been on at all. This
Well,
is
apparently
just,
you are. You saw his.
No, I went to, well, yeah. I went to his account. I went to his account. And I was able to see that
Did I wake up in the Twilight Zone? I mean, come on. You guys don't trust each other, right?
No, that's the main problem. That's exactly why we're here.
Yeah.
Because I want to know, am I wasting my time? Because I'll get up and run real quick. That's exactly what I do. I don't stick around. He
Oh,
knows
we've seen that. You've been
Yeah.
annulled twice.
There you go. My history speaks for itself.
6 days and 3 months. Does that concern you?
Yeah, it has concerned me, but I've made it 7 months.
Yeah, but you're
Longer
not
than
married.
that.
No, you're right. That's true.
Are
You're
you
right, that's
thinking
true.
about getting married?
Yes, we have. I've thought about it myself, and I don't know if she has, but
I'm not a
yes.
huge fan of it at this point in time.
Yeah.
I've been there kind of, well, not really, but it's
Okay.
been enough for me.
All right, Kirsten and Chris met online, but once they met, they keep checking on each other online to see if they've still got their hook in the water, I guess to see if they can catch a better fish. So do you agree that you have kind of a tape in your head that just kind of plays over and over? Men are liars, men are cheats, men are liars, men are cheats, men are liars, men are cheats. And so you're just waiting for him to prove your theory.
Right, I'm kind of looking for the inconsistency, and once I see it, then I know, oh, this is a problem, gotta go.
Yeah.
Unless I could find, if someone would just surprise me and do the right thing, it would really make my whole year.
Yeah. And that would surprise you, right?
Oh, yes!
Because-
if I could find he wasn't doing that, half of this wouldn't be where we're at today.
Are you looking for another relationship right now?
No, I got my hands full right now. I don't need another relationship.
Let me, just as a guy, let me translate that for you. What he's saying is the last thing I need in my life is another woman, okay?
You would think.
Yeah, so she's a handful. We've got that, but you're not looking for somebody else for whatever reason.
No, sir.
Okay, and you just don't believe that. You want to believe it, but you're afraid to?
Yeah, there you go.
Okay, because you're afraid that you don't want to be a sucker.
Exactly.
You don't want
make me
anybody-
look like a fool in public. That's all
Yeah.
I'm at. Don't make me look behind my back. And when you're with me, don't embarrass me. Don't do it. Act right and make sure everyone knows if you're my man, you've got it going on. It's right. This is the way it's supposed to be. I don't need eye hustling around, staring at women, going
Why do I
online.
feel myself coming to attention?
Well, I mean what I
Damn,
say.
buddy. I get what you mean
I
now.
believe in structure.
At least
I'm all
somebody feels
over
my
that.
pain.
Hands full.
I believe in structure.
I get it.
I think if people don't have it, they're going
I
to do
get it.
anything they want.
Okay. Let me give you a piece of advice. You don't want to mess with her.
That's what I said.
Really, you don't want to mess with her. What y'all need to do, seriously, here's what you need to do, okay? Yeah, first off, y'all aren't even almost ready to get married. Okay, can we agree with that?
Yes.
Okay. Don't do that. You don't want to do that, right? You're not going to get pregnant.
Oh, no. I'm not a breeder.
No.
I'm not a breeder. No way. I have a Chihuahua, and that's just fine.
Yeah, okay.
And he has a dog.
All right. You have a Chihuahua.
That's as good as it gets for me.
All right. So, but here's the deal that y'all need to make. You need to convince him that, look, if you don't like me, if you decide you don't want me, if you decide you don't love me and you don't want to spend the rest of your life with me or even next week, that's okay. Just tell me. Just tell me, and I promise I won't set your car on fire. I won't send out another email. I won't make your life miserable for the rest of your existence on this planet. I will just say, okay, you kept your deal, and goodbye, we're gone. We just broke up. That's
Didn't I
all
tell
there
you
is
that?
to it.
When I first met him, I told him, look, this is the way I am. If you want to play with me, it's like messing with the bull, you're going to get the horns. Don't do it. Don't play me. Play someone weak and sappy. Don't
Yeah,
play
but
me.
see, here's the problem is...
And he still did it. I'm like, are you just not smart?
No. Well, see, here's the problem. It's just sometimes we're not all exactly sure what playing with you means. We don't know what crossing the line is. If he just left a profile up and just didn't take it down, that doesn't mean that he's out courting another relationship. And so your threshold for playing you might be a little sensitive. Okay? But you've got to decide either, just make the decision that if you want out, if you see somebody else you want, that you'll just tell her and go get them, that you won't, why cheat? I mean, because she's saying if you want them, go get them.
Basically.
It's okay, and it'll be okay with you, right?
Yeah, I'm out.
It'll be okay with you. You'll be gone, and you won't be stalking him and haunting him and sending emails and all that.
I don't have to do what.
And you'll agree to that.
Yeah.
So you have an easy out if you want it when you want it.
Right.
He knows that.
I don't want anybody else. That's
He
the
can
thing.
walk
No,
at any time.
No, I understand that. And you have to know that she is either the biggest hypocrite to ever walk upright, or she's not going to cheat on you. Because you wouldn't do that, would you?
No.
You'd tell him.
No, I would. He knows I can't keep my mouth shut for real long, and I can't keep a secret. So I'm no good at it. I'm not a good liar. I'm not a good anything. This is what it is with
Okay,
me.
you would just tell him.
Yes.
Okay, if
I
you
have
found,
no problem saying that.
you would just tell him. Okay, so because I asked you, you're not going to cheat on him, and you gave your enthusiasm of your response was underwhelming, and so like half the audience went, I didn't hear that. Would you cheat on him, or are you going to cheat on him?
No.
Okay, so, do you believe that?
Yes.
Can y'all just make that deal?
Oh, yeah.
Because if you see every man in the world through a filter that says liar, cheater, liar, cheater, liar, cheater, then you're dead in the water before you ever start. You've got to decide that you found a guy that said, if I want out, I will tell you. I can't tell you that I'm going to want to be here for 10 years, but I can tell you that if I want out, I'll tell you the truth.
And that's all I ask.
Isn't that all you ask?
Yeah.
And you can do that, can't you?
Yes, sir. She doesn't even like me looking at Sports Illustrated. That's how bad it is
It's
sometimes.
not that bad. I just don't like the eye hustling. It's disrespectful. Like in a car, he rolls next and looks at some girl. If it was a guy, for some reason he's not looking.
No,
But the minute's a girl.
Well, are you that insecure?
It's not about insecurity. It's about
I
respect.
think it is.
It's about respect.
No, it's about insecurity.
That's what he tried to pull.
What?
No, really? Really? It's about respect, Dr. Phil. He tried to pull that same thing.
No, listen.
I'm as good as my options.
Robin points them out to me. She does. We'll be in a restaurant or something. She'll say, check out your 10 o'clock. And I'll look over there and...
They're holier if they're not
No,
as...
no.
Yeah,
If she sees a smooth running 10 over there, she'll point them out and then she'll go, okay,
Well, if you could get to that level,
back
that'd be
to
nice.
your biscuits and gravy, buddy. Okay? But no, you do. You point them out, don't you?
Oh, I do. I really do. I think I know he appreciates a beautiful woman, and so I want him to enjoy. You know, I don't see anything wrong with it.
From a distance.
From a distance, yes.
From a very far
Yes.
distance with me.
But if you I tell you check them out, but then if you make that eye contact, which you don't do,
No.
then
Oh,
I
no.
might be upset.
Not in this house.
Y'all just need to make that deal. And once you do that, I promise you, this will calm way, way down. Well, you never forget your first love, they say, but once you're married, you better darn well try. Now, Keelan and Lori had been married for 9 months when he announced that he had run into his first girlfriend and still had those love and feelings. Now, this was a huge problem because Lori was 7 months pregnant at the time, and that's not what a girl wants to hear when she's in that way.
My husband Keelan has told me that he is still in love with his first love, Lindsay. He thinks it's okay to have a friendship with a woman he almost left me for a few months ago. My husband and I are on the verge of a divorce. 2 months after we got married, I found out I was pregnant. When I was 7 months pregnant, my husband went to his sister's birthday party.
I ran into my ex-girlfriend, my first love. There was chemistry between us still.
He came home the next day and told me that he thought he was still in love with his ex-girlfriend.
I would say the saying, you never get over your first love, is very true. Lindsay was my high school sweetheart. I didn't know that I still had feelings for Lindsay when we got married.
I was devastated. I told Keelan, if you leave, then don't come back.
Lori can be bossy. She's very stubborn. She's gonna get what she wants.
After our argument, we made a deal that he wasn't supposed to have any contact with Lindsay whatsoever. Keelan was keeping in contact with Lindsay. I was on Keelan's MySpace, and I found a message to Lindsay talking about our newborn son, Aiden. It was a huge fight. He had emailed her, called her, invited her over when I wasn't home. He was hiding it from me. I was very betrayed. The last time they hung out together was about a month ago. Being married is not how I pictured it.
If I knew then what I know now, we probably would not have gotten married. I want to work things out with Lori, but if things don't change, we will most definitely be divorced within the next year.
If what things don't change, you're going to be divorced within the next year?
The way we act towards each other, and just the fights that we have.
How do you feel when you hear him say, if I knew then what I know now, I probably wouldn't have gotten married, and we're likely to get divorced if things don't change?
It hurts. It hurts a lot.
Mm-hmm.
It's not what I want to hear.
Are you involved with this Lindsay?
No.
Are you in contact with her?
No.
Have you lied to her about being in contact with her?
No.
When y'all have a fight, you talk to Lindsay, right?
Sometimes, yes.
How old were y'all when you got married?
19.
19? You were 19 and you were?
19.
This is why you don't get married at 19. No, seriously, it's why you don't get married at 19. Because you just don't know enough. You don't have enough ability to predict the consequences of what's going on.
Yes.
And you don't really want to be married, do you?
No, I do.
You do?
Mm-hmm.
You do want, why?
Because I love her.
But yet, there's this old girlfriend, Lindsay, and when you have a fight, you will talk to her.
Sometimes, yes.
Okay, and you've actually left over this. Yeah. And what happened while you were gone?
I came home to surprise him once and found out he had left his aim up. And when I sat down...
He had left what?
His aim. I am.
Uh-huh.
I sat down and moved the computer because I was going to get on the internet while I was waiting for him to get home. And I guess it showed that he wasn't idle anymore. So she IM'd him and said, hey, I can't make it tonight.
Okay, so you actually got messages from Lindsay while we were there doing a field shoot with you.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. She did IM.
Okay, you got a DrPhil crew at your house shooting over your marriage difficulties involving another woman, girl, and she's instant messaging you while we're there.
She did, yes.
What's up?
Well, the last time that happened with Lori when she left was months ago.
I know.
I haven't been on AIM in a couple months, and we logged on just to do that shoot, and she just IM'd me. I haven't talked to her.
So you hadn't been on there for months until our crew got there. Mm-hmm. You flipped it on, and bang, she hit you right there.
Yeah, Lori had uninstalled it on my computer. Boy, that is a vigilant woman.
That's a hell of a coincidence, isn't it? Seriously,
yeah,
is that?
It is.
That's a
no,
huge.
it really is, because Lori had uninstalled AIM on my computer. I don't even get on it anymore.
I did uninstall AIM off his computer.
Yeah, but as soon as it came up hot, she was there.
Yeah, she was. And I was talking to her. It was me.
Pretending to be him?
Yeah. But Keelan, I use punctuation and correct grammar, and Keelan's a little bit more casual, so she knew she was talking to me. And I told her after the first few sentences, I told her, you were talking to me. And I asked her why. I don't understand why she's still talking to him. I've told her repeatedly not to talk to him.
Do you think that's inappropriate?
Me talking to her?
You being involved with First Love Lindsay.
It's inappropriate for me to talk to her, but on the same hand, Lori talks to her ex, and I don't want her to either.
Well, Lori and her husband, Keelan, were still newlyweds when she says he fessed up to still being in love with his first girlfriend. Are you in love with Lindsay?
No.
Did you tell your wife you were?
When?
Ever?
Yes.
You're only 19. When you were kids. Have you ever told her, when did he tell you that?
January of last year.
January of last year. Did you tell her that then?
Mm-hmm.
okay? But you've gotten over it since then,
Yes.
okay? Listen, you're kind of new at this because y'all are newlyweds and you are very young. And I am commenting on the fact that you're very young because I just think you just don't know enough about the life in the world. But now you are married and you are parents, and you have to take that seriously here. And your wife is in pain over this. She is concerned about this, and you're saying, we're not going to make it a year if things don't change. Then you've got to change it. You've got to be the man here and step up and change this. And you guys need to understand, this isn't high school. You don't argue and then break up and then go back to somebody else, and then you see each other in the cafeteria, so you're back together again. All that. You don't do that. You're now married and you have a child, and this child didn't get a vote. And so you've got to decide, if we want a good marriage, then we have to create a good marriage. You know, you've heard that old saying, if you want a good friend, be a good friend. Mm-hmm. If you want a good wife, be a good husband. If you want a good husband, be a good wife. Y'all need to sit down and say, you know what? He really is right. Our child is the one that is either going to benefit or be penalized by what we do here. And this stuff about getting on MySpace and instant messaging and talking on the phone to old friends and flames, that's over. You're married. And that fence line should be like the wall of China, and it should go to the sky. Okay? You're married. If you don't want to be married, then that's another issue. But you both say that you want to be married, right? Yeah. Okay, then nurture that marriage. Commit to that marriage. You know, that part in your vows about forsake all others, you put them aside, and this is the union. This is the commitment. This is where you focus. If you're talking to an old boyfriend, don't.
He just calls me.
I don't care if he's your paper boy. There's no reason. There's no reason. You just have to get caller ID. Go to Radio Shack, get caller ID. If he's on the phone, don't talk. Seriously. Wouldn't you like that?
Yeah.
And you could do that too.
Yeah.
Get a new number. You know, go see Lindsay for lunch together and say, we're married and we have a child and this is where we're focused, and good luck to you. But really, this isn't, I'm sorry, right now is not a good time for me to be cultivating this friendship. Perhaps at some time in the future, not now. And it's your job to shut that down. Yeah. And you may say, well, why can't I have friends? Because you're married. And because your marriage is vulnerable right now. Shut it down before you get burned. You play with fire, you're going to get burned. Shut it down. Give yourselves a chance. Your child deserves no less. All right? I mean, just do. Shut it down. No double standard. No double standard. Lamar fell in love with Rolanda in college. Now, just when he was thinking about marriage, she broke it off. To this day, he doesn't understand why. He wrote to me hoping to get some answers.
I met my first true love in college. After dating for 2 years, I was so in love, I started thinking about marriage. But her attitude changed. She just told me it was no longer working. It's been 5 years since we stopped dating. I haven't been able to date, and I can't even look at other women. I think about her every day. This is affecting everything in my life. I cannot move forward. I would give anything to talk to her face to face and ask her how I felt in our relationship. Then maybe I could get over my first true love.
Okay, now, this has been how long?
About a little over 5 years ago.
5 years ago. Why haven't you talked to her since?
We've talked over the years from time to time. We kind of, the situation is that I decided to still remain friends, even though I didn't, I was upset, how the relationship ended. We remained casual friends throughout the years.
But you say you can't even date another woman.
It's been a long time since I've just had the I guess the confidence to kind of step out there and try
Because
to
of
date.
what happened in this situation?
Yes, sir, in a sense.
Yeah. Well, you know, I have a different view of that than other people. I mean, some people may think that we have these great, famous Dr. Zhivago type loves, you know, where we like walk through the frozen tundra to get there. And then that's kind of a big romantic, dramatic thing. I look at that differently. I think it's like if we are in this fantasy relationship, it gives us permission to sit on the sidelines and say, well, you know, I'd love to get out there and get involved and meet somebody and make my life and get things going, but I just broke my heart and I'm sitting on the sidelines here. And that's your payoff. You don't have to go out and love again and take the risk of getting hurt, right? So it's a great excuse. It's a great excuse. How do you know that in the last 5 years you haven't walked past a dozen women that you could have been happy with the rest of your life because you'd given yourself permission to sit on the sidelines? How do you know? She might be in this audience. Has this been an excuse for you to get an easy way out and not have to go through the challenges?
I use it as an excuse most of the time. In the back of my mind, it's like I see it happening again. Maybe I end up being disappointed. So, like you said, I just sit back and go through the motions.
Yeah, and I've always said, before you get into a new relationship, you need to do an autopsy on the last one and figure out what happened. I mean, because you say this could happen again. It will happen again if you don't know what happened the last time. Did you do something wrong? Did she do something wrong? Who knows? And you clearly, when you're in the situation that Lamar's in, you want to get some answers, right? I mean, that's
Correct.
Clear. And I don't have the answers. Maybe she does. So why don't you ask her? Come on out. She's here. She is here. Well, how are you? Good to see you. Have a seat. Have a seat. Now he's smiling. Now he's smiling. So how long has it been since you two have seen each other?
I think I seen her back in November of last year.
Uh-huh. And did you talk to her?
Briefly, for about 15, 20 minutes.
Uh-huh. Did you ask her any questions?
It was just a general conversation.
You didn't ask her things you really want to know, did you?
No.
Because he really wants to know what happened. What happened?
Oh wow. It was a long time ago. We both were young. I don't think I was emotionally ready. I too was in the position that he's in now with a past former relationship. So I think that may have been what it was, but
You kind of keeping him at arm's length because you had unfinished emotional business.
correct.
You still had some pain and some hurt and some problems from
Correct.
before. Was it because of him?
No,
Because
past relationship.
I mean, it kind of shook his confidence.
Sorry. I mean, that wasn't my intentions, but I guess I didn't handle it well, I guess.
Well, no, I'm not saying that you. I think you had the maturity to know you weren't ready to be in a relationship. I don't think there's anything to apologize about that.
But maybe I should have told him that.
Yeah, I might have saved him 5 years. How about I have one of our drivers out here take y'all to like a really, really nice place for lunch and let you sit down and instead of making small talk, kind of chat about what happened and just kind of clear the air. Reckon that might be, would you do that? Mm-hmm. And we'll take you somewhere really nice, real close by, and y'all can have a meaningful conversation. Who knows? Who knows?